It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
Oh, hey, Gates fans, and welcome inside this Wednesday evening at the ballpark, Heritage Financial Ballpark. Game 2 of a 6-game series between the Aberdeen Ironbirds, the high affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles, and, of course, your Hudson Valley Renegades. He's Joe Vasile. I'm Thomas Cinzarello. Look at this sun, this weather. Feels a little bit like June out here.
It's unbelievable. I just think back to last year, the first homestand of the year, where it was like, oh, God, it was so cold for 2 weeks.
Oh.
And now it's like a midsummer day.
Yeah.
I'm getting sunburned like it's a midsummer day. Other than that, I have no complaints about this weather at all. It is fantastic. If you're watching this live on Facebook or YouTube and you're like, I don't know. It's April. I don't want to go watch baseball. You're wrong. You do want to watch baseball. And if you're watching this in the ballpark right now, thank you for coming out to watch baseball because the weather is fantastic and the baseball is fantastic as well.
Yeah, I might have to bring some sunscreen for sure, but yes, the baseball was fantastic yesterday. If you're a Renegades fan, 15-1 winners against Aberdeen, in which it's like 5 home runs in the contest, and it was a Spencer show.
That it certainly was. If your name was Spencer and you were in the lineup for Hudson Valley yesterday, you had a great day. 2 home runs and 5 RBIs for Spencer Jones, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs for Spencer Henson, and both of their home runs were no doubters. It was just a tremendous display. Anthony Garcia had 3 hits and added a home run late in the game as well. And of course, you don't get a 15-1 win without a great pitching performance as well. Chase Hampton in his professional debut goes 4 1/3 shutout. And then Clay Aguilar in his season debut looked really nice in relief. Jack Neely closed things up over the last 2 1/3 innings, but it was the first batter at the bottom of the first inning, Spencer Jones, who got things started, going oppo taco on the 2-2 pitch and kind of really got things going today. And there's Hampton just doing what he did, racking up some strikeouts throughout the game.
Yeah, he did. Really nice for him to get going. And we said, Hudson Valley get out of the gate with that lead in the second inning. 3 runs, 3 errors, but a bases-loaded walk to Aldani Sanchez led into that second run. A few errors, hit men on base, and Spencer Jones, we saw him do with the feet and the bat. Here's a fielder's choice for him, and this is where you start to see what he can do on the base paths as well.
Yeah, he stole second base. There was a throwing error that led to another run. And then bottom 4 comes right back up again. 3-run bomb out to right field. And was talking with Tom Hubmaster, longtime player here. He said, guys who hit home runs like that, Josh Hamilton hit some home runs like that in this ballpark back when he was a Renegade. And that's the kind of talent and power that he has. Former AL MVP.
Wow, that's especially right. Spencer Henson. So the 2 Spencers, each combining with 2 home runs. Here's Anthony Garcia, though, 3-hit night, and that he had ends up with a double, RBI double. He would also homer later in the contest, listed later in the highlights, but nice to see him as well really start to heat up at the plate.
Yeah, Spencer Henson, big grand salami late in the game to help really bust it open in the bottom of the 7th. Just a no-doubt shot out over the wall in left field, and Henson just poised for a big one. And then there's Anthony Garcia, another no-doubter. Just Renegades were teeing off late in the game on the Aberdeen pitching staff and racked up a really nice victory last night.
Yeah, they made it 15-0, and then Jack Adili closing things out. 15-1 winners yesterday, and 5 home runs. They just 1 home run in those first 3 games against Greensboro, and just shows you anything can happen night in and night out. You never know what you're going to see at the ballpark each day.
Well, it was the first really warm night of the year, and as a result, the wind was kind of blowing out, and so were the baseballs for Hudson Valley. It was just a really thoroughly dominating victory over Aberdeen last night, a team that has played the Renegades well and tough in the first 2 years in High A East / the South Atlantic League for both of these two franchises, but it was the Gades who came out on top last night.
Well, let's take a look at the pitching matchup we have tonight. Left-hander Joel Valdez against the right-hander Daniel Lloyd, in which Valdez 2 levels last year to make it to Hudson Valley, just 22 years old though, and someone had really good numbers last year in the FCL and in Tampa.
Yeah, Valdez came over in a trade with Philadelphia in 2021 after this season and is a really fun and exciting left-handed pitcher. Really good slider, will mix the fastball in, but a guy who could really go out there and spin it like so many guys can throughout this Yankee system. Really excited to see our first look at him today. The only lefty in the starting rotation too, so just a little bit of a different look. But I mean, Renegade starters have been off to a great start this year, a collective 2.45 ERA through the first 4 games, and so we'll see if Valdez can keep that ball rolling here tonight against the Birds.
And again, he'll go against Lloyd, a 14th round draft pick by the Orioles out of South Carolina, who spent his time in the bullpen there, and pretty much last year, kind of like Zach Messenger, didn't make as many starts last year, but 2 of his last 3 in Aberdeen were starts, and now you see him starting to filter into the rotation this year. So it should be really good pitching matchup tonight. Also, tonight, some promotions.
What else we got?
We got Field the Dragons, so watch out if you're in the ballpark. Dragons will be taking over the park itself.
Let's hope not. That sounds scary.
Yeah, if you're a Game of Thrones fan.
It's a good thing we got the wooden wall down, because the fire-breathing dragons might be some problems for that.
Illuminate the whole outfield. Also, We Care Wednesday presented by WMC Health. So for those who don't know, it highlights a different local nonprofit group each and every single Wednesday. So this week it is Donate Life New York State. So it's dedicated, it's a nonprofit organization for those who don't know, dedicated increasing organ, eye, and tissue donations in the New York area as well. So always a good cause every single Wednesday, which is nice to see. And Wine Wednesday as well. So if you're feeling like grabbing a glass of red, we got specials all over the ballpark. Glass of red or white, whichever your preference is.
I prefer red. Maybe we can get some up in the radio booth tonight. I don't know.
A little post-game.
Just a little sample. Post-game?
Oh, yeah.
How about top of the 4th?
That's my pleba planning. So,
listen, it's the antioxidants. It's good for you.
Yeah,
it
is. Red wine.
Helps you loosen up.
I say a glass of red a day.
Keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, that is true. My grandparents are pretty much that. They live, Grandma's still 94, so
listen,
glass of red every single night.
Little bit of red wine never hurt anyone.
Yeah.
As long as they're 21 years of age or older.
Of course, only condone that.
In moderation.
Well, also I figure dragons. I mean, there's so many dragons, movies, TV shows now today.
Sure.
So I figured I have 6 pictures.
Okay.
Can you guess all of them of where they're from, a movie or a TV show? So
probably not, but let's give it a shot.
All right. So
what do we got?
Going to start off.
First one.
Here we go. For those
see that a little bit. Okay.
Might be able to see what you got. I'd say it's a kids' TV show, 1999 to 2004.
It's got to be Dragon Tales, right?
It is Dragon Tales.
Okay.
Grew up on that on PBS.
Never really watched it, but I knew that it was a thing. Okay. What's our next one?
Next up, we have, this is a Disney movie. Okay, the bottom one. So again, Dragon Tales at the top. What you got here?
Oh, that's Mulan.
That's
that is
Mulan.
Eddie Murphy.
Yes, it is Mushu.
That is.
Yeah, Mushu. That's
the
his
dragon.
name.
Yep.
Okay, 2 for 2 so far.
What on earth?
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Its name is The Hungarian Horntail.
Okay.
It's a franchise movie.
Okay.
That was 2005.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do I need the specific movie in the franchise, or just the franchise name?
Well, if you give us, we might give you half credit then if you just know the franchise.
Why don't you show that to the camera again? That is Harry Potter.
Yes.
And the Goblet of Fire.
That is correct.
The
there you go.
One.
3
and
for
some
3.
would say one of the most underwhelming. Some would say.
I mean, I didn't read all the books growing up, but I did watch all the movies. That was one of the things I think my parents, every summer, because there was always a summer that came out, just like Pirates of the Caribbean, every summer I saw Pirates of the Caribbean and Harry Potter, I think, in theaters. So that was always an adventure.
Interessante.
Next one up, so there you go. 2001 movie.
Is that Shrek?
That is Shrek, yes.
Shrek.
Eddie
How
Murphy's
am I 4
also
for 4?
Eddie Murphy's also a character in that movie too. But he's
is
not.
this just
not
Eddie
the
Murphy
dragon.
night?
Eddie Murphy. We
is?
should have an Eddie Murphy night.
We should have a Charlie Murphy night.
It's a great character. Okay, Drogon. Do you know? TV show.
I don't know. I'm just going to take an educated guess on this one and say Game of Thrones.
It is Game of Thrones. There you go.
I never watched it. I never got into it. Even during the pandemic, it's just I fell so far behind that it felt like too much of a burden to catch up on. And now I just don't care.
Well, now like they finish it off, and now they got the House of Dragons. So, but woo. Next, so this could be a stumper Disney movie. It's pretty dark to tell, but
that's just a black image.
There was no brighter pictures online for this. So,
can you give me like a year of this movie?
I forgot the early 2000s. Don't have a year.
I don't know. Hercules.
It's the Hydra.
Wait,
That's correct.
Really?
Yeah, it is. So there you go. Yes, the Hydra. So that's all I have. 6 for 6. Wow. Yeah.
Gotta make these harder. I thought this was going to be really difficult.
Well, I think yesterday was a difficult one, so I figured I'd go a little bit easier on you.
All right.
And I don't know, there's not that many like movies that really have dragons in, I feel like. So I don't know. That's the best I feel I could find. That's like I feel most people could get. You've seen most of those movies or shows. So
sure. All right.
I figured that was it. So good job, Joe.
Drop a comment on how well you did.
Now, what's your favorite dragon? I don't know.
What's my favorite dragon? I don't want to say.
Puff the Magic Dragon? I was going to try to put the
my
song
big
in there.
Robert De Niro. Yeah. big Meet the Parents guy.
We'll be back here in the BP show. More to come, so stay tuned and talk about the Renegades Pick'em. So chance to win some tickets as always. We'll be right back.
I don't have any videos, so just go into the stick.
Hey, you know what? The heck with it. Why don't we just go right to Pick'em?
Yeah, let's go right to the Pick'em.
Yeah, so why don't we just do that? I have a better idea. let's just recap real quick who I had.
Yes.
Now that we know that Spencer Jones had a great night and Spencer Henson had a great night. Who did I draft yesterday?
You had Jones, Henson, and I forgot to write all of them down. I said Jones and Henson because
you're the one who's keeping this.
I have it written down inside. That's all I'm going to say. But I
think I had Caleb Durbin.
You did. That's who it was. It was Durbin. I had Ben Rice, Aaron Polensky, and who was the last one?
Not Spencer Henson.
That's who I wanted to pick. Took my guy.
Anyway.
There's the rules for those watching for the first time. A chance to win 2 tickets to any Renegades game this year. So you got to be in it to win it. So just comment below on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, if you're at the ballpark and watching it. So there's the point scoring system as well.
So Spencer Jones yesterday, just to go through this, as a for instance, had 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, a stolen base, and a double. So let's see, 2 home runs is 20 points, a double is 5, a stolen base is 5, so that's 30. 5 RBIs at 2 points apiece is another 10. Spencer Jones had 40 points. That is Michael Vick Monday Night Football type numbers.
I had him at 44, so he did more.
He did something else then. Okay, well.
Yeah.
The point remains
the point
that he was over
that
40.
You had Spencer Jones and Henson. Jones had 44 points, Henson had 36. So that's 80 right there. You were up on me 84-10 after that first. I had Ben Cowles. That was my third guy. So I put together 10 points yesterday. Polensky is playing today, so he had an off day yesterday. So we're looking to mount the comeback. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a lot of series left. 6-game series. A lot of series left.
In one game, you've gotten dug into quite the hole.
Quite a hole. Negative 74-point differential. We got to play some defense.
All right, so if people are watching along right now, how do they get in and play? I know obviously they win tickets if they beat us both.
Yes, you have to beat us both. That's the important thing. A tie, no good. You have to surpass.
Beat us.
So don't pick the same players that Joe has.
Right. I mean, they're good players.
They are good players. I would pick them too.
But if you want to beat me,
he's got
you gotta
Durbin,
go
Henson, and Jones. So
that's the thing.
You have 2 out of the 3, and then you have someone extra in there. So you can do that. You can pick the same players we have.
Yep, and you have to leave your comment before first pitch is thrown tonight.
Yep.
You throw it after, you're done. Out. Gonzo. Not allowed.
Pretty much on time in first pitch, too. 6:05. We've been throwing a lot of 6:06 first pitch, so pretty much right on time. So maybe you have an extra 30 seconds to a minute, but you definitely want to be on time. Timing's everything.
Right. You know what? Here's my suggestion. Just do it now. Do it right now if you're watching.
Listen to Joe.
Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Don't hesitate.
Yeah.
Just elaborate.
I definitely don't want to wait. Again, we had no winners from yesterday either, so we had a few entries. Again, just no one's won. So opening night, we had one winner, and that's it so far. So
right.
We want to give away tickets.
We
so
do.
let's see what your best shot.
I also want him to owe me a steak dinner, which is
That's true.
part of our little side bet
Yeah, we're going to have
as
to
well.
think of something, too, because we're doing like a monthly basis. I mean, all series, I guess, treated the same. Then we're going to have like a coin flip off or something like that. We're going to think of some tiebreakers, too.
Or I can just win every time.
He could win every time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Joe might. We're going to miss him on the road. Team's on the road for 2 weeks, and we're going to miss this Renegades pick'em.
We can keep it going on the side.
Yeah, we could. We'll side
if you want
bet.
to keep the Excel sheet going.
Yeah. Excel sheet would always be open on my computer. It'll be open until the season's over. So that is not getting closed. It's just hanging out down on one of the tabs on my laptop. So
Nice. Nice.
the more you know. But
You got anything else?
That's all I got. Just beat us, I guess.
Okay, cool. Drop your 3 players, position players only. You saw the scoring system. You know you're not going to beat me. The best you could hope for is a tie, and no one likes tying.
Yeah, I don't
There's
like
no
tying.
tying in baseball.
No tying in baseball. No crying in baseball either. League of their own.
Well,
Tom Hanks.
sometimes I cried in baseball, but not often.
Yeah, not often. That's true.
Yeah.
But again,
yeah.
should be a good pitching matchup tonight. Joel Valdez, Daniel Lloyd. So hope you enjoy first pitch, and we'll see you back tomorrow for Game 3 of the series. Hopefully after Renegades win tonight. Maybe a couple more home runs.
Maybe 2 more
What's
for
the
Spencer
over on
Henson.
home runs? 2.5 tonight.
Oh, when
It's a lot
doing
of
what
home
it's
runs.
doing, I think a 3-homer night.
Three-homer
Combined
night.
between the two teams, I think a 3-homer night is very much at play.
Well, Joe did say yes. I give him some credit. He said Spencer Henson 2 home runs this week. Henson got out of the way yesterday. So you're looking
Check and
smartest
check.
man alive, I think.
I didn't need that to make me look like that.
He's Joe Basile. I'm Thomas Tanzero. That's the DP Show. Hope you enjoy the ball game. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP Batting Practice Show with Joe and Thomas.